Ryan Roberts here with head Ryle basketball coach Dave McFarland. Dave, you guys are coming off a 6-23 season with a young team. What's this offseason been like for the returners?
It's been awesome. I'm so proud of our guys. They've worked their tail ends off. It started back in April when our guys started lifting 3 days a week. Brought in a personal trainer. Almost probably, I say at least half our guys, maybe even probably even 3/4 of our guys put on 20 pounds of muscle. Working on their skill work, and I mean, really buying into what it takes. I think last year our guys did a heck of a job of using that as motivation. They really responded well. They played their hearts out last year, and you can't fault them for that. And now they've grown, they're older, they're experienced, and they've really used that as a chip on their shoulder. And I tell you what, it's fun to watch them. They're unselfish. They play well together. They've learned the game. And I tell you what, it's a special group that we got.
You don't really return any household names because they were so young last year. Who are some of the names we should look for to make a big leap this year?
To be honest with you, we're 10, 11 deep, and I can name off all 10. I mean, you got Tyreek Owens, you got Logan Turner, you got Jack Driscoll, Zach Kirschler. We got a senior transfer from San Antonio, Alex Legg, who's going to be a big part of us. You got Braden Cheeseman, you got Jared Webster, you got Josh Putoff, you got Aaron O'Hara coming back. Vince Rankin will be in that mix as a freshman coming in. Austin McDaniel, another guy, he's a warrior. We're 10 or 11 deep, and to be honest with you, we're kind of like the Spurs. We don't have that top guy like a Kevin Durant or LeBron James. But if you look at the Spurs, who's their best player, it's hard to tell. You can argue for Tim Duncan. You can argue for Tony Parker. You can argue for Kawhi Leonard. I mean, you can argue for any of those guys, and that's how our guys are. They play really, really well together. They play hard defensively. They're unselfish. They get on the floor. They hit the open shot, and they don't care who scores as long as we score. And it's going to be a great year with those guys.
You kind of went to those younger lineups last year toward the end of the season. How do you think that experience helps them heading into this year?
Yeah, and I think our younger lineup, they just got more and more comfortable with the game. It's such a hard transition going from 8th grade to freshman to varsity. And our guys went from freshman all the way up to varsity just like that. And so some people it just clicks like this. For example, Vince Rankin right now, he's very comfortable already with the varsity speed. There's some people it takes a whole year. And for us, I felt like it took us longer last year because we didn't have anybody in practice that could give us that speed and give us that size and give us that physicality. We'd do things in practice and we're like, you can't make that pass. You can't take that shot. It's going to get blocked. And then we'd have to wait till Fridays to say, oh, yeah, we agree, coach. But now we're bigger, we're stronger, we're faster, and guys have used that and learned from that, and we're really doing a great job with it.
Looking at the individual skill sets, what are the strengths and what are you still trying to improve on with this team?
Strength-wise, I think is our depth, definitely. Again, we can go 10, 11 deep. I think it's our unselfishness. I mean, this probably might be the one of the most unselfish teams I've been around, and that's saying a lot. I mean, they move the ball really well. They shoot the ball. Our guys really worked on their shots, gotten in the gym a lot this offseason. I think we probably got 4 or 5 guys that can probably shoot 35 to 40%, I would say, at least, and knock it down. We got somebody that can fit each role. We got a guy that can drive it. We got a guy that's a slasher. We got some length inside. We got some meat and muscle inside with Jared Webster. We got some long, lanky guys with Zach Kirschler and Jack Driscoll. Jack Driscoll and Alex Legg, they can step out and shoot it. We got shooters in Logan Turner and Aaron O'Hara and Josh Putoff. I mean, so you name it. Our strength is that we have a little bit of everything, and we utilize those pieces as needed. Weaknesses, I think, is I think our guys just have to learn that they're pretty dang good, and that confidence. That's our next thing, and they're starting to gain it. But that's our thing is until we decide that, hey, we're pretty dang tough. That's our next phase. Once we get that key win, once they figure out that, hey, coach isn't lying to us, we're pretty dang good, watch out. We'll be right there in the mix with it and surprise some people.
Lastly, what are expectations like for this group?
I think the sky's the limit. I mean, we're talking about going down to Rupp. I got a big picture of Rupp put in our locker room as we walk out of the door, and we're going to be one of the first teams since Justin Dolman went down there. back in 2002, I believe, and that's what we're shooting for. It's a battle on the 33rd. I mean, you got Boone, Cooper, and Connor. Any of those three teams with ourselves, I mean, anybody can win it. We can knock each other off any night. It's going to be a battle, and that's our first big thing is getting a district championship first. But then we're not just going to be satisfied with that. We're shooting for getting back into the regional finals since first time in 2002. So,
Coach, good luck this year.
Thanks, I appreciate it.